Club Pro kit, we're now going to show you the instructional setup videos. So we've gone through the kit content, so what you should expect to receive. We're now going to move on to how to set it up. Okay, so concept of this kit is it's a camcorder, wired connection from your laptop to a maximum of 10 meters distance away. Okay, so our scorer sits there on that table, as you can see. So power's coming from there. We've got to take the video feed back to there, and I'm going to set the camcorder and the tripod up 10 meters in front, so just closer to the action where there's less chance of spectators, players walking in front and obviously blocking the feed. So first thing I'm going to do is set the tripod up. So in our tripod box, I'm going to pull this bag out that houses our tripod, and I'm going to unzip that and bring it out of there. Okay, so first thing I'm just going to extend the legs. So I just open up these clips and do that, and then pull that out, and we can just twist that in the middle, and that just locks it in place. Okay, so depending on height, you've got another 2 leg options to extend. So I'm going to go for another one. And then I'm going to leave it at that height because we're happy with it. So I'm going to put my tripod here. And then just using this swivel, if I just get that to a flat line and then twist this handle to the right, that will then secure that, okay? And then we're going to pop the camcorder on the top of here. So I'm just going to face that looking roughly towards the square. I'm then going to grab my camcorder. Okay, so I've got my camcorder. On the tripod, if you just come a little bit closer for this bit, I'm just going to flick this, and that will allow me to pull this little bit out of here. And then we're going to attach this directly to the camcorder. So ensure that the bit with the clip is your side up, so you can use your thumb and fingers to tighten it up. So I'm just going to pop this into the corresponding hole, and then just twist that one, and that has then secured that on there. And then back on the tripod, open that up, and that slots in there like so. And then you can obviously move that round. Just for ease now, I'm just going to move the tripod round, and then that'll be looking at the action. So I'm just going to flip this little bit open, and I'm going to open the lens, so I don't forget to do that later on. Common mistake. So we'll worry about powering that in a moment. What we're going to need to do next is get some power to the camcorder from our power supply in the pavilion or wherever the scorer is sitting. So I've got a single gang socket here that's 10 meters in length. So I'm just going to unwrap that. And then obviously once I've unwrapped this with me freezing cold fingers, so bear with me. Right, there we go. I'm going to take the plug end and obviously plug that in my power supply, and we just use an extension cable out here for where our scorer sits. So I'm going to pop that in there, and then obviously you can go to wherever your camcorder is, up to 10 meters away. And then this, just a little trick, is just going to sit over here. Reason being, the power cable for the camcorder doesn't reach from the camcorder all the way down to the floor when the tripod's fully extended, or even at this height, to be fair, it's touch and go. So quite simply, just hook that over there. Camcorder power supply is going to plug into there, and then it can reach there. Okay, so we'll do that now. So back to the camcorder box. Here you have the charger for the camcorder. I'm just going to plug the USB into there. I'm going to plug this into our power. And with that, I'm going to plug this, and then it's on the right hand side of the camcorder. You just come a little bit closer and have a look at there. It's quite clear which one is the only one there that it can go into. Just plug that into there. And then from there, we come around this side. There's a power button on the camcorder. Again, the power symbol is quite universal. Just press that once, and then the camcorder will flick on. So I'm going to leave that as so. I'm now going to move on to the next bits. So we've got the camcorder set up on the tripod. We've got power to the camcorder, so that can last all day. We've now got to take the video feed from the camcorder all the way back to the laptop. And we're going to do that through our 10-meter HDMI to mini HDMI lead. So you'll notice on the lead that you get that the ends are different sizes, although they're both HDMI. One's standard size and then one's mini. The mini, believe it or not, is obviously smaller, and this is the one that needs to plug into our camcorder. So I'm just going to unravel this. Now please note, if it's a wet day like today, be very careful with getting any moisture in the ends. That's the easiest way to get any moisture directly into the camcorder and then potentially damage it. Okay, so please be careful. If it does get a little bit wet, wipe it, make sure it's dry. And then again, next to your power button, there's a slot that says HDMI, pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to plug that in there. As mentioned, I'm then going to unravel the rest of my HDMI up to 10 meters. And I'm going to pop that just at the laptop end for now. The reason being, I'm now going to come back and grab my Camlink encoder. And then if you come with me down to the laptop end, if we grab the encoder out of the box, okay, just grab that out. The HDMI cable is going to plug into the HDMI slot, and then here we've got a USB, so that's going to plug in to the USB slot on your laptop. Okay, so that's going to give us the video feed. So just to recap, we're within 10 meters of the laptop to where the camcorder can go. We have a 10-meter HDMI lead that's going to transfer the video from the camcorder back to the laptop. We've got a 10-meter power extension socket. That is then going to power the camcorder all day. And then we've got a backpack that we're not really using at the moment, but once you finish packing everything up, it's quite good to house the stuff in. And then we've got our tripod. So obviously, please note, quite a big health and safety risk here in terms of trailing cables. So if you do have this and set it up on match days or whenever, please make sure people are aware. The last thing you want is somebody tripping over. It will then pull the whole setup down and potentially damage a fair bit of hardware equipment. So once you've done that, not too long to set up, you'll get your video feed back to your laptop, and then there'll be another video shortly showing you what you need to do in the software to get it set up.